fire signs, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you. We're going to do a 7-question reading. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I haven't been around for a while. I did do a video about that. It's titled A Message from Sunny Forest Tarot. So check that out. You know, it's just kind of an explanation where there really isn't any, I'll be honest with you. But, you know, I just talk about a few things where I feel like the channel is going, what changes I'm going to make, what my commitments are to you, things like that, things that aren't going to change. I'm only doing water, earth, air, and fire this week. Kind of warming back up. I am doing longer readings. But next week I will get back into the zodiac signs. So rest assured that is coming back, but it's going to look a little different. I'm really going to try to incorporate what I love about doing the personal readings into my general readings. So yeah, that's where we're going here, and I feel like it'll be a good thing for me and ultimately a good thing for you. It will allow us to explore vast areas. It'll expand my readings, and that's really ultimately what I feel like was missing in the past. All right, so 7 questions. We're going to do a different 7 questions than I have in the past. The first question is, how is your energy affecting others right now? Okay. How is your energy affecting others right now? Okay, let's see. All right, so we have the Page of Shields, which is the Page of Pentacles. So when we're asking how is your energy affecting others right now, this might be a single person, this might be a group of people. I feel like your energy, people are feeling like their opportunities could be affected in a positive or a negative way by you. And that's not to say that that's a good thing, okay? But that tells me that you, in some way, have a lot of influence over these particular people that are around you. Let's see, why do we have the Page of Shields or the Page of Pentacles? We're not taking reversals. We also have the Page of Cups. So this is a little bit of an immature energy. So when we're asking how is your energy affecting others right now, I feel like your energy is affecting others. It's triggering others in a very kind of immature way. And then we have the Death card, card of Scorpio. First time I've seen that this week. Your energy is, in a way, transformative for the people around you. People's feelings are being affected by you. Somebody might have, whether you realize it or not, somebody might have shared their feelings with you, and they might have done it in a very immature way. They might have done it through a text. You know, they might have posted something on social media that you were supposed to interpret. They feel like their opportunities going forward are affected by you in some way. They also feel that you in some way are affecting how they feel about themselves, maybe how they feel about this relationship or connection that they have with you. However you are reacting to this person is in some way transforming this person. And I feel like it's for the better. It's to help them evolve. So I don't feel like this is a bad thing. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. So what is it that Spirit desires for you right now? What is it that Spirit desires for you right now? Let's see. Okay. Nine of Swords. Okay. So swords are about communication, could be about how you're thinking about something as well. I feel like Spirit wants you to, you're in some type of, you're thinking more about the worst case scenario, or you're assuming the worst over assuming the best for some reason. That could be adding to this immature energy that we have here. What else do we have? Why the Nine of Swords, the High Priestess. So the reason you're assuming the worst is because you can't see High Priestess behind the veil. You can't see something, and it might be driving you a little bit nuts. You can't see how somebody maybe looks at you, views you, what their opinions are of you. That affects you in an egoic type of way. You don't like that. There's some type of information you feel might be held back from you. Even though the other person, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles here, might feel like they have conveyed a message to you, you might be somebody that needs to hear it multiple times. You might be somebody that maybe doesn't believe what they're hearing the first time around. I feel like somebody has conveyed a message to you and you either missed it or you aren't necessarily believing it. What else do we have here? The Moon, card of Pisces. You might be dealing with a Pisces, you might be dealing with Scorpio. Lots of water energy here. So, at the core, the Moon is about some fears. We're asking, what does Spirit desire for you right now? I feel like it's whatever you're worrying about, whatever you are making a catastrophe out of, I feel like Spirit is saying, stop doing that. It's not important what is behind the veil or whatever the unknown is. It's more important that you kind of get a grip on what makes sense here. Because I feel like you're going outside what makes sense. Because fear does that to you. Fear makes you go into looking at how this might be a catastrophe or how it might be worse than it is. Because the Moon, it's like you're in the dark. You don't really know what you're dealing with. Okay, we've got the Moon and the High Priestess. Your Spirit is saying that you don't have to worry about what you can't see. That's what this is saying. You don't have to worry about what it is that you can't see right now. I feel like it's being taken care of for you. You don't have to worry about it. So what what fear do you need to let go of? I feel like we just almost answered that, but let's see. What fear is it that you need to let go of? Queen of Pentacles. All right, so you might be dealing with a Capricorn fire sign. Specifically, there might be, you might have a fear around a particular Capricorn for some reason. If you're not dealing with a Capricorn, you might have a fear of being truly authentic with somebody. You might feel like that puts you at a disadvantage to be completely and authentically who you are, to speak to who you truly are to this person, because you have a fear, which we saw here, which Spirit is saying not to worry about that, not to worry about what you can't see. You are worried about what you can't see. You're worried about being completely authentic, your authentic self to somebody. The Empress. So this can be a card of Taurus or Libra. So again, you might be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. There's somebody that you deem as your person. There's somebody that you deem as your ideal person. Somebody that you feel in some way nurtured by. Could be a Capricorn. You might have gotten a taste. You might have gotten a taste of unconditional love from this person. And it's hard to imagine that you may never experience that again with this person. So it's like, what do you do? Do you hide? Do you not talk to this person? Do you hold on to what you remember? Or do you step outside that fear? This is what you're afraid of. You're afraid that somebody that you felt very, very nurtured by is either not going to be in your life again. You're not going to talk to this person again. This person has removed themselves from you. You're afraid of that. 10 of Wands. So at the core of it, this is your burden. There's somebody that you are authentically love, that you authentically care about. It might be a situation, it might be a job that you're authentically, attached to or that you love. It might be a person. For most of you, it's probably a person, okay? For some of you, it could be a Libra, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. Could be another fire sign. But the fear that you carry truly is a burden for you. It hasn't allowed you to move beyond a point or a way of thinking, maybe about this person or this situation. It hasn't allowed you to move forward. So the fear that I feel like you need to let go of is that you have no control over this. You have a choice. This is one that I feel like I want to, clarify, but I'm not clarifying with this particular type of reading. What comes before the Empress? The High Priestess. So that's interesting. The High Priestess, this is intuition. It's like, do you trust your intuition? We always ask ourselves that, do we trust our intuition, or Do we just accept that there's an unknown that we are just not supposed to know? The unknown here for you is there's somebody that you deem or you consider to be your ideal person. And you have a fear that you're not going to be with this person, talk to this person, or this person isn't going to cross your path again. 10 of Wands, it's a heavy burden for you. So what is in your heart that needs to be said? What is in your heart that needs to be said or shared? Knight of Swords. Okay, so this speaks to the fact that there's something that needs to be said. There's something that has been on your mind for quite some time that is possibly more than likely your truth. Knight of Swords is card of Aquarius. You might be dealing with Aquarius. There's something that you desperately want to say to this person. How you say it could be just as important as what you say. Why are we seeing the Knight of Swords? The Devil. Card of Capricorn. Again. So what did I just say here? How you say it is just as important as what you say. The Devil can be the dark side of the lovers. You know, there's some type of connection here that might have gone a little bit dark for you. It might have gone dark for this person. Somebody might have left you in the dark, or you might have left somebody in the dark when it comes to communication. What else do we need to know here? And then we have Page of Swords. We have a lot of pages here, a lot of immature energy. Both of you, more than likely, the way that you're communicating, you can see that these two have their backs to each other. You probably, or they probably, have chosen to go the backdoor route to find out things about each other. You might have gone the backdoor route to find out about your Capricorn if you're dealing with a Capricorn. But that also is the dark side of the lovers, because there's some element or there's some part of you that may not trust your person. And it's not to say that that trust can't be recaptured, but there's some part of a trust between the two of you that might have been broken. You definitely have something that you want to say. The question that we're looking at here is what is in your heart that needs to be shared? Whatever you consider to be the dark side of the lovers is about a mutual connection, a mutual attraction. So there was something dark that happened between the two of you about an attraction between the two of you. What is that for you? That's what needs to be talked about. You know, is it hard to admit that you might be watching somebody that you're not talking to? You know, that gets into a territory of that can go dark very easily, right? So it's like, do you want to continue in this energy? I strongly feel like this, to me, is Knight of Swords is always very sloppy communication. But it also has that sense of urgency. So if you combine a sense of urgency with sloppy communication, how do you think that message is going to be received? This tells me to you know, that it's probably better to wait until you're in a more stable energy to speak. This might be your person talking to you. Your person might want to speak to you. And they're in a very sloppy type of energy. You know, it's not planned out in any way. We don't think through what we say before we say it. It can lead to genuine misunderstandings. I feel like the attraction between the two of you confuses things for this connection more than anything, and it still feels like it's a little bit out of whack, out of control. So what is it? Something meaningful that needs to be said. Something meaningful. This is about what your heart needs to be shared. You know, what I would say here too is I'm all over the place. I don't know what it is that I want to say. I know that I feel like I want to talk to this person. Again, might be Capricorn, might be Taurus, might be Libra, might be a Pisces, might be a Scorpio. There's an urgency to want to convey something to this person, but what is it that you want to convey? So what is it? What is something meaningful that needs to be said by you? What is something meaningful that needs to be said by you? And that you can interpret as something that this person needs to hear. Okay? So if you want to look at it that way, you can look at it that way. What is it that this person needs to hear from you? Let's see. Wow, 5 of Cups. So there are 2 messages in the 5 of Cups. This person needs to hear from you that not only are you kind of lost without them, that you miss them, but that you are falling in love with them or are in love with them. That's pretty simple. That's what this person needs to hear from you. Why are we seeing the 5 of Cups? 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles, first of all, could indicate that you might work with this person. You might have worked with this person in the past. This also indicates that you might feel like you've put a tremendous amount of work into this person or into this relationship, or they feel that way about you. But this person needs to hear, when we're looking at this card from that perspective, they need to hear that you want to put effort in, that there's effort that you want to put into this connection. You want to work on it. 5 of Pentacles. What else do they need to hear? They need to hear that one of 2 things here. They need to hear why they were left out in the cold by you, why you stopped communicating, or that you have missed them, that you miss them dearly. They also need to hear that however the situation is right now, that you want to see it change for the better. 5s. We've got 2 5s here. So let's get some additional cards here of what this person might need to hear from you. All right, so we have the yellow, which is the solar plexus. Okay, this is coming from a place of I can say and do things I don't mean at all. Okay, so that's what this person might need to hear from you. That you might have said things that you don't mean at all. Okay, what else? I say why I want to return to you. This is the throat chakra. So this is communication. So this is coming from a place of I say. I say why I want to return to you. They need to hear that from you. They need to know why you want to return to them. This person, whoever this is, whoever you're dealing with, I feel like deeply misses you. And then I can make you my priority when I love myself first. So you might be dealing with somebody that has been very, very hard on themselves, has blamed themselves for what has happened between the two of you. They've been particularly hard on themselves, and whatever has happened between the two of you has forced this person to really look at how they love and treat themselves as well as other people. So solar plexus here, this is the fight or flight energy. This person wants to know, are you willing to fight for them, or are they never going to see you again? Are you going to run in the other direction? All right, so let's take a look at something that you might need to see that you don't see. The devil. All right, so we've seen the devil twice. So fire signs, you might be dealing with a very dark type of romance with this person. You might be dealing with, the devil certainly can be, looking at one of the 7 deadly sins that you're dealing with this person. Or it could be that you're dealing with a particular Capricorn. It could be that you're dealing with, an unrequited, or what you feel is an unrequited desire, or they feel that from you. The devil can be all consuming, and it can be something that has been, like an addiction, something that was hard to say goodbye to. Like we weren't ready to say goodbye to each other, or we're not ready to say goodbye to each other. But there's something here. There's something dark. There's a mutual connection here. Okay? But I feel like it's been hard to say goodbye to for both of you. And that could be, again, because somebody needs to focus on loving themselves first. Why the devil? For something that you need to see. Ace of Swords. So this is probably about gaining clarity on why there feels like there might be some type of, not dark cloud, but some type of dark energy here that needs to be clarified. This might all be based on misunderstanding. This might all be based on assumption. But when we assume, we usually assume negatively. When we have a misunderstanding, we usually feel like it's our fault. So it's like there needs to be some truth and clarity here. There is, there's your truth, there's your person's truth, and then there is the truth. This speaks, Ace of Swords speaks to the truth. It's like the truth of the situation needs to be revealed here. Again, possibly to a Capricorn. We've seen Capricorn come out 1, 2, 3 times. What else? Novice of Wands. So this is Knight of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. You might be yourself a Sagittarius. You might be a Capricorn and a Sagittarius. I feel like where there needs to be clarity here, what you need to see is what this person's heart is committed to. Is this person's heart committed to you? I feel like that would change everything for you. That would lift the devil energy if you knew what this person's heart was committed to. Now, Sagittarius energy, this is, this can be the energy of also needing or requiring freedom. It could be the energy of a player. That could be, adding to this devil energy here. Something you need to see, it might be that this person that you're dealing with, might carry a player energy, but I don't feel like they carry a player energy for you. And that could be the bigger picture that needs to be revealed. If you're dealing with a player, I feel like if you feel like you're dealing with somebody who is a player, they're not a player when it comes to you. And that's what you can't see. But you assume that this person is a player, but it's not. They're not a player when it comes to you. You have a special quality that has forced them to really take a look, or has forced you to take a look at, how do I love? How do I love other people? How do I love myself? It's like when you make yourself a priority and you love yourself, I feel like it kicks in for the other person as well. Anytime we're in the energy of that player energy, that's really not about love. All right, so what is a deep knowing that you have? Is it powered by fear or is it powered by love? Let's see. Are you powered by fear or are you powered by love? Star. Okay, so you know in your heart what it is that you want. It might feel far away, but at the end of the day, you know what it is that you want. This is card of Aquarius. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. Devil again. I just finished saying that you know what you want. Do you want a particular Capricorn? Or is there some part of you that is attracted to the darker side of romance and love? The darker side of this novice of wands. The player energy. You might go back and forth between that, loving your freedom, loving a particular person, but not being able to commit. What else do we have here? Temperance, card of Sagittarius again. Okay, so this, it's interesting because, this, you can see this woman here, you can see her looking at the fire. That's her passion. You can see that she's not really paying attention to this cup over here, which is representing the water, the emotions. Whatever this connection is, it is on fire, okay? This connection is on fire in your head, in your person's head, and whenever the two of you are together, the two of you like ignite each other. And it causes you to say things that you don't mean at all. But it also causes you to want to tell this person why you want to return to them. It's almost like a little bit of an addictive energy here. And it's making you look at possibly why you need to love yourself first. There is a very, very fiery energy here between you and somebody. And the only card the only card that has shown up more than once, and it's shown up 3 times, is the Devil. Okay, that's pretty unusual. Devil here, and Devil here. So the Devil is definitely saying that we have a connection, but there's a darkness that needs to be removed from this connection, and that's going to be different for a lot of you. There's a mutual connection here that's almost has an addictive quality to it. It's like you can't live with this person, you can't live without this person on some level. If this is somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, it doesn't matter. You still think about that person. For some of you, this is a Capricorn that you may not be able to get out of your head. Each depiction of the Devil, is a little bit different here, or is very different. This person, you can tell, she's by herself. What is she thinking about? What is she writing about? What is she spending her time doing? This particular depiction, you've got a mermaid in a cage, feeling trapped by a lover's type of connection. And then you have a very traditional Devil here, the fire, the passion. The passion has, the full spectrum of passion can be beautiful, it can be dangerous. It can be fiery, it can be fun, it can be over the top, addictive. So there is definitely something dark here in a particular connection that you have. And it could be a connection that you have to something that you're doing for a living. It could be a connection you have with a company. It could be a connection you have with coworkers, a boss. It could be a connection that you have with a particular person that you, for some reason, can't shake. All right, so let's see what we have for you. We're going to pull some oracle cards. And I always tell people in personal readings that these cards might mean one thing to you and something completely different to me, but it's really more important about what it means to you. Let's see. What else do I want? This. And then all right, so let's see what we got. So for you, true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. I love this for you because, that basically is saying, we're letting go of that black crow. We're letting go of whatever that darkness is that's hovering over this connection. There is some type of darkness hovering over this. We can't deny it. But it does have the possibility to be returned to a loving energy. Somebody that you're missing, somebody that's not in your life, somebody that you feel an addictive quality to. What do we have here? I love it. Ideal romance. I live for this energy because it's possible. It's possible for everybody. So to take it from seeing three devils to ideal romance, it's telling you that there is a chance, there is an opportunity for things to work out the way you see as being ideal in the physical world. Number 4. Encouragement. I love this. So first of all, 54 breaks down to the number 9. So you might be feeling a little bit alone right now. You might feel like you're going to continue to be alone because you have a type of connection that may feel like it can't be replaced. So I feel like this is Spirit giving you the encouragement that the darkness can be lifted from this devil energy. Nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So I feel like the encouragement is showing up through signs and symbols, not only in nature, but just in life in general. You might be seeing signs and symbols. Your person might be seeing signs and symbols. And there's a reason for that. Those signs and symbols wouldn't be showing up if this darkness, if this ideal romance, this true offering wasn't possible. Okay? All right. Fire signs, that is what I have for you. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. I don't think I said that in the beginning. I'm sorry about that. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, you can definitely reach out to me. If not, no worries. I'll be back to full swing next week with the zodiac signs, but I hope you enjoyed this reading as well. And I will talk to you next time. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.